welcome, dear friends. How are you? Any and every society is a mixture of good and bad people. Some of the people are honest, fair, kind-hearted, respect towards others, while another some of the people are totally opposite of it, unfair and unjust, cheaters, manipulators, exploiters, unkind, disrespectful, scoundrels. These are the bullies. So the bullies are found everywhere, although certain societies contain more bullies than others. Somehow, we do have to come across the bullies. We have faced them in our previous life, and we might come across any of the bully in the future as well. So it is very important indeed that we are better able to understand, recognize these people on the one hand, and managing those bullies on the other hand. This is the topic of our today's discussion. Let's talk about it. Identifying and managing bullies requires a combination of self-awareness, social skill, and strategies. Here is a guide to help you. So that is number one. The part one says identifying bullies. How can we identify the bullies? We need to recognize their behavior. Bullies often use verbal aggression, insults and teasing. Bullies often use emotional manipulation, guilt tripping, and gaslighting. Bullies often use exclusion or isolation strategy. Bullies often use physical intimidation or violence. And bullies are, that is how we can identify the bullies by recognizing their behavior. Number two, how can we identify the bullies? We need to pay attention to our own feelings. If you feel, consistently belittled or humiliated, it means that this person is bully. If we feel anxious or fearful being around someone, it means that this person is a bully. If at all somebody is confused or uncertain due to we are confused or uncertain due to mixed signals, while if at all while around being around with someone, it means this person is a bully. Number three, it is notice the patterns. How can we identify the bullies? By noticing their patterns as well. Bullies often target those who are different, those who are vulnerable. Bullies often target people who are successful, people who are accomplished. Now that is the part one. How to manage it? How to identify it? We can identify it by recognizing their behavior, by paying attention to our own feeling, by noticing the patterns of these bullies. Now the part two says the second part of it. It is managing the bullies. How to manage the bullies? Number one, stay calm and stay confident. Maintain your composure even when faced with aggression, as it will send a signal that you are quite a strong person and you will hit back in a wisdom, but with your wisdom. So that is stay calm and confident. The second way to treat them, to handle them successfully, the how to manage them, it is setting up boundaries. Clearly communicate your limits and clearly communicate your expectations. Number three, how can we manage the bullies? It is documenting the incident. Keep a record of bullying behavior, including the dates, including the time, including the details. And we can also make a video or an audio recording. We need to write it in the finest manner. Writing it repeatedly will make it a very fine document indeed. Now the fourth way to handle these bullies is seeking support. Yes, talk to the family, talk to the trusted friend, talk to the authority figures about the bullying of this person. That is, also we can manage the bullies by practicing assertive responses like using I statements to express feeling and needs For example, I feel disrespected when you speak to me in that tone. Number 6, how to manage the bullies. It is avoid engagement. That is also a technique, a very useful and beneficial technique by to use the bullies. Don't react or do not respond to provocation by that bully, as it can escalate the situation. Number 7, seek support from authorities. If bullying is if severe or persistent, if bullying is severe or persistent, report to authorities, seek help from the authorities, report it to like school administration. If it is a school setting, report it to the human resource or the supervisor at a workplace, report to the law enforcement if necessary. So that is the part 1 says how to recognize, how to identify these bullies on the one hand. The part 2 says that how to manage the bullies. Now there are certain additional tips as well which are also beneficial. Number 1, surround yourself with the positivity. Spend time with the sportive people who encourage and support you. Number 2, develop emotional resilience, like practicing self-care, like practicing self-stress management, like practicing the self-compassion. So that is develop emotional resilience. Part 3 says learn to forgive. Yes, let go of negative emotions and focus on moving forward. Letting go of negative emotions and focus on moving forward. Now remember, you don't have to face bullies alone. Seek help, seek support, and seek guidance. Seeking guidance, seeking support, seeking help to manage these situations effectively. So it is really important. One of the important skill is to identify the bullies on the one hand and being able to manage them in the proper way. That is also very important. It's all as for the today's talk and topic is concerned. Thank you very much.